But we have to check in on this Alex Jones and Kanye interview.
Oh my God! I declare it a national holiday, December 1st.
Even me, I've been defending this guy the past 4 weeks, 6 weeks, however long this has been going on.
Mm-hmm.
Even I have to be like, something's wrong with Kanye. Something went wrong. I don't know when it happened. Maybe it was only a few days ago.
Yeah.
But even I'm like, wait, what happened to this guy? What's going on? Now, I think I do have a theory, actually.
Okay.
My theory is that it's not that he actually discovered, like, radicalism online. I think he just discovered shock jockery. I think he's only just now figured out what shock jockery was.
Yeah.
But he's clearly not great at it.
No.
So it's like he's living, South Park in the late 90s, early 2000s, or Family Guy or whatever, Howard Stern. And so he's like, I like Hitler.
Yeah.
I like Nazis. And he's like, see what happened? This is great. Shock jockery is back in. It's alive and well. Let's bring back the 90s and say stuff like, Hitler is a good guy. He invented the microphone.
Yes.
Hitler invented the microphone.
That is a new angle that I have to do more research on.
Now, you watched like this whole thing, right?
Oh, yeah. I was loving it.
I only saw some of the clips, and I mean, there's obviously the main clips everyone's sharing, but I think it's easy to take shit out of context like that.
Yeah, kind of. Sort of. I don't know. There's not a lot of context to get.
This God runs the world, and Jesus is the way and the life. And it's time to put Jesus first in the way that we run our businesses, the way we run our families, our businesses, and the way we run our country.
For radio listeners, we're on over 400 radio stations. They can't see you right now. This is a new look for you.
Oh no, I've been wearing a mask for a while.
Got him.
So this is an archetypal example that the mask is off by putting the mask on.
People can take it how they want to take it.
Kanye literally meant he's been wearing a mask, and Alex Jones just didn't know that, huh?
Alex Jones is a little more of an artist.
Yeah, Alex Jones is looking like for the subtext.
He's like, no, the mask is badass.
Yeah, he meant like, oh, okay, you were wearing a mask, and now this is your true self with the mask on. When you're literally wearing a mask, you be yourself.
Don't interrupt me. I gotta hold my phone up to the microphone.
Because that's the other thing. The other theory here is outside of him discovering shock jockery, this is a weird way to, because again, I only saw small clips, but in the small clips, Kanye was making Alex Jones look reasonable. Like Alex Jones we say stuff like, hey, we don't like white supremacy. We don't like Hitler and Nazis.
Yeah.
And then as it's cutting to break, Kanye would be like, I like Nazis.
I'm a Nazi. I like Nazis.
So he's wingmanning Alex Jones, like a fucking true wingman should.
Yes.
Really helping the Alex Jones image.
Yeah.
Bringing him back, and that is honestly one of the greatest gifts you can give, is sacrificing yourself for others.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus loved everyone. Jesus loved Nazis on there. So again, if we're being
to be
Christ-like,
fair, yeah, Jesus does love everyone.
Yeah.
It's just, it's interesting if you look at a Michael Jordan or something, you load up all these pictures and he's smiling and he's holding a basketball, he's jumping from the free throw line, and then you look at Phil Knight, and you barely can see a picture of him, and he's got his face covered. So I don't have to show my face. It's me.
Phil Knight.
That's my right.
Absolutely. Well, that's
Sure.
Yeah.
That's what Hollywood wants to do, though, is to control everybody through images.
Exactly. So I'm in control of my image now. It's no longer the people that froze my account. It's no longer the people that threatened me. We've got past the threat.
Love to hear it, Kanye. And actually, by wearing a mask, you represent more than just yourself, because you are the everyman. I love what you're doing, Kanye. Thank you so much.
No.
Yeah. No, I'm wearing a mask.
I'm here to promote Hitler. Oh, we're not promoting Hitler.
No, not that, Kanye. You're actually just representing the working man by wearing a mask and becoming everyone.
Yeah.
They tried to throw.
I think you proposed the idea first, but yeah, this is all just Kanye's way of giving back, saving Alex Jones on there, saving Elon Musk, who's the hero now. Alex Jones and Elon Musk. It's genius.
But when you do that, you have to be really obedient. Hey guys, could you not talk in the back? I'm like really hypersensitive to sound. If you guys want to talk, just go in the other room, please.
That is, I mean, you pointed this out as well. Like, oh, he doesn't want things on his ears. That's very neurodivergent of him.
He says in the interview, that he's on the spectrum on there. We've been on the Kanye's autistic train for a long time. He's using his autism for good, unlike the Dirty Dims who use it for pedophilia.
Well, he's opening up a dialogue.
Yes.
But we have to be really obedient. You know, like one of the big topics right now is all of the pedophilia advertisement. And my take on that is, you know, there's one place in the Bible where it says God sees sin differently, and there's another place where it says, let me get out my phone. I can really pull up the exact thing it says in the Bible. The general gist, and we'll get back to it after the 5-minute break, is that you have to stay strict to everything and remove as much sin as possible in order to serve God. And when people look at pornography, when a grown man is looking at a grown woman have sex on camera, you're still looking at someone's daughter, and you're looking at a lot of times someone that is the product of pedophilia.
You just dropped some bombs that I totally agree that are huge, yay. So recap that and continue on, sir.
Okay, so I looked this up. It's about sin. That's what we're going to talk about, sin today, and how we need to do everything that we can. We're imperfect, but
What's kind of hilarious, though, to me about this is, like, in a weird way, it shows just how, I guess, sheltered Kanye was for so long, because it feels like he just discovered podcasts and YouTube, like, a month ago.
Yeah, because everyone else somehow turned their back on him.
He somehow stumbled upon, oh my God, podcasts, YouTube. And I mean, I know we kind of made, or someone actually made this comment. It's like he's stealing your bit, Jeff. Yeah. Like he's stealing your going down the path of no return bit that you've been on for the past year and a half.
They call it an awakening.
Bear with me. I love Jesus, but I'm not the most, experienced Christian.
Where are the clips of him
and it
saying,
says the book of Proverbs.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, it's just kind of like, and no offense, Jeff, but like I can relate to Alex Jones here, because sometimes you're just like, well, he's going. Just gotta let him go for a little bit. How are we gonna get in? How are we gonna get in here?
Yeah.
Where are we going with this? What's going on?
You're the white Alex Jones.
I am the white Alex Jones.
6:16-19. I'm sure that's the wrong way to read it.
It's okay. You got the floor.
Okay. Identify.
He doesn't even know how to read the fucking. This is honestly a big red flag now. Everyone's focusing on these Hitler quotes. He doesn't know how to like mention a Bible quote when he's Jesus's king.
He doesn't have to read out loud very often. He's reading to himself.
That's fair.
It's when
sometimes you're always reading to yourself and you're saying a word wrong, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I was like 25 and they're like, it's homage. I was like, what the fuck? I've been saying homage like a fucking idiot my whole life.
All right, that's fair.
7 things that God hates, although there are not any punishments prescribed for those. Scripture clearly indicates that God does view sin differently, and that he proscribed a different punishment for sin depending upon its severity. Now watch this one. It says the phrase all.
What's great is that he has a Bible next to him, but he's reading off his phone. I guess it's easier to search, maybe. I don't know.
And that Bible has a gun in it all the time, just in case shit goes left.
Yeah.
Start
shit
waving
goes
around.
down.
Yeah, people listen to him. People start talking in the background again.
Sins are equal in the eyes of God comes from. As far as I can tell, the most common argument for the belief that all sins are created equal comes from the book of James 2:10. It states, "For whoever keeps the whole law and yet stumbles at just one point is guilty of breaking all of it." Now, I'm a big fan of Steve Jobs. Even though he did create Apple And if you notice, the logo of Apple is actually the fall of man, the
forbidden fruit,
the bitten apple.
Oh
right?
my God, dude.
So we can get into, you know, what
Shut up.
What social media has done to families and all that.
We burning your Jewish ears.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I know this is like this is way disconnected, but it for whatever reason reminded me of it. It's like him saying that. It reminded me of recently, Red Letter Media did a review of Halloween Ends, which we all know Halloween Ends sucked.
Yeah, we've all agreed.
But they really liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a Plinkett review, and they started getting into numerology.
Yes.
And they're like, this means this, and these numbers are here. Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh my God, this is our downfall. This is what's going to happen. This is the movie, The Number 23.
Uh-huh.
This is what's going to happen to us, is everyone gets caught up in this like minutia bullshit, and we start seeing patterns everywhere, and everyone thinks they figured it out.
Who ate the phone, Jim?
Yeah, that's who did eat the phone.
Who ate phone? Eve.
Women. Who made the phone? Well, who gave us the phone and said don't use it? God.
Okay.
All he asked us, don't use the phone.
But why would he give us the phone?
Just to tempt us.
Okay.
And what did we do? One thing we were asked not to do. Not to fucking use the phone.
Yeah, and now...
And not to watch Halloween Ends.
Yeah, and now I'm looking at the chat on the phone.
That's true. I'm looking at my computer screen.
Yeah. And
I'm getting this fucking disgusting phone out of here.
Himmler.
Steve Jobs. Oh, yeah, and Himmler.
3 hours, right? But I like the way our incredible American inventors like Disney and Hughes and Steve Jobs, the way they ran their companies
Disney,
and invented things that changed the world.
At the park
and
are incredible.
The way Steve ran his company was his version of a sinless office. Everyone had to be so meticulous to be able to take what...
It really is amazing to think what the internet can do to your brain, right, Jeff? Isn't it really weird to think how it could just change you?
Yeah.
You just get caught up in it and fall down a hole. Isn't it weird?
Yeah, you're not meant to have all this information.
No one man was meant to have all this power.
It's Lovecraftian, where they see the thing they can't think they can't see, the elder gods, and it drives them crazy on there. It's Lovecraftian.
Well, and also this is also a testament to like he's not. If he was making music, he wouldn't be doing any of this shit. He'd be busy in the studio making music. You know how he's always doing that shit where he'll release a song and then he'll be like, take it down and redo a whole new version.
Yeah.
He needs to be doing that shit.
Yeah.
And not reading about Apple's logo and the forbidden fruit and what it means.
He's hanging out with Milo. He's hanging out with Owen Benjamin. He's busy. He's got podcasts.
Yeah, he does start reading Owen Benjamin jokes at one point for some reason.
And now people are like, wait a second, the so-called crime doesn't deserve the punishment. What did I thought?
That's right. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love, us. And you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts. And you can love what we're, what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good. And I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table. Especially Hitler. How about that one? Ari Emanuel, how you like that one? Hey, Ron, you going to do anything to fix Chicago?
Well, I am worried about the thousands of black folks down in month of Chicago, but let me expand on that, because that's a nuance.
Yeah, now that you bring about
it. Let me just make sure I'm not in this clip. I am concerned about black people.
This is great for me.
Tissue. Yeah. My grandfather grew up in Dallas and from a pretty wealthy family.
Also, Hitler was born Christian.
I've actually studied some of the history on it, but it's very interesting. My grandfather, grew up, and actually some of his family spoke some German. There's a lot of Germans in Texas. But did you know that he grew up next door to the inventor of air conditioning and the inventor of one of the major inventors of refrigeration. And so my issue was, growing up, my grandfather told me the stories about some of the inside baseball and the things that went on. But later, I'm going to get into that. I'm going to tell you some stuff about Hitler that you might not know directly that happened to my people I knew.
Dude, Alex Jones was completely thrown for a fucking loop. He just rambled for 30 seconds that didn't mean anything. He was completely lost. Let me tell you something about my grandfather that invented air conditioning, and we're going to circle back around to that.
He's out on his feet. He's on his ropes. He's trying to clench up real quick on there. And a little thing. I'll get back to. I'll tell you some cool facts about Hitler that a lot of people don't know.
But, we're gonna come back to that.
Kanye's going to make a great point, I'm sure.
There you go. You know, so all of these.
Honestly, Ghostly Squids, I don't think Kanye's doing this intentionally, but it almost seems like he's deliberately trying to sabotage Alex Jones. Dude, honestly, I think this helps Alex Jones.
Absolutely.
At least, I mean, I don't. Maybe I'm reading this way wrong, but it's like Alex Jones keeps saying like the most basic shit of like, you know, we don't like white supremacy, we don't like Hitler, and then Kanye will be like, we love Hitler.
Yeah.
Or no, he doesn't even say we. He says I love Hitler.
I love him.
And then Alex Jones is like, I don't know about that. We're not for that. Like we don't like. Like he keeps looking. Alex Jones looks like a, you know, just salt of the earth, regular guy here for the most part.
Yeah.
When
exactly.
Kanye West is being the outrageous one.
All the takes from the defiant Brooklyn dads have been like, well, when Alex Jones looks reasonable.
Yes. Yeah. That's kind of the obvious way to go for sure.
Yeah.
Truths, and then the current truths about banking, about the government. My favorite thing that I got to say with Tim Pool was Rahm Emanuel was right there next to Obama.
Didn't he like walk off?
Well, that's also
Tim
what Alex
Pool's?
Jones is trying to not have happen, because Tim Pool just gave a little bit of
barely said
pushback,
anything. Yeah.
Being like, we got to stop talking about Jews. And he's like, why?
Alex.
Yes, sir.
I've got the perfect answer for the ADL. They are going to have to listen up. What we did is we brought Netanyahu with us.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean,
So you got a net?
I'm in the Twilight Zone right now.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick.
Busting up.
Dude, it's
cracking
great.
up.
Yeah, it's what makes it better, or what makes it good, I should say, is just that he's laughing about it.
Yeah.
He
can't believe
get through it.
You can hear him smiling through his mask on there.
Honestly, this is the only reason why he wore the mask, is because he knew, like, I'm not going to be able to do this without cracking up and smiling.
Yeah.
I'll wear the mask to hide it.
Hey, okay. I had no idea your voice is going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
Alex.
So you don't like Benjamin Netanyahu?
Back to you, Alex. Hey-yo!
This is awesome. I was watching this live. I was levitating out of my bed. Like, this is the greatest day of my life. I'm there just flying around the room.
Yes.
Back to you, Ed.
You are correct. Yay.
Alex does got to have an Ed McMahon voice.
Yeah, he's kind of got it. Oh, yay.
The most great shit with all this is just like Kanye's yes man like cracking up over whatever this is.
Yes.
I just heard about this guy 2 weeks ago since like the tweet. I thought he had a funny name. I heard he's like really into like.
Was this better or worse than when John Mayer was doing stand-up comedy?
Better.
Remember when that was a thing in like the late aughts?
Yeah, I think I mean he's killing it right now on there with prop comedy. He's the new Carrot Top.
He's like a super killer. And I could die for saying this. So, in case this the last time you ever hear from me.
Well, look.
He's still laughing.
Looking around the room.
I'm glad you guys are here.
Who else is
And
loving
we
this?
can sit here and upset. All I'm telling you is, you guys realize that
loving
the
it.
British
Fucking
government
loving
created
it.
Hitler, and the Milner Group put him in power. And there's something much more sophisticated. And I personally think that both Jews are great people, and I understand there's a Jewish mafia, and they're used to demonize anybody that promotes freedom, but I don't blame Jews in general for that. And there is a much larger eugenics, transhumanist, scientific elite agenda that's playing off.
What about abortion? It's 50% of black deaths. There's over 50.
Hey, one of the papers I had, you're like, why is all? You're the director today. It's fine. The Margaret Sanger, Rockefeller-founded Planned Parenthood, came out today and said, because of your white guilt, white people need to give money so we can kill black babies. I swear to God, it's in my stack. If I had moved it off the desk, I could pull it right up for you.
Why did I have you move it off the desk, Alex?
Because it's cluttered. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying, everybody asks, where's my papers? I don't.
Dude, that's so funny. So before they started, Kanye's like, what are you doing? Get all this. This is way too cluttered, Alex. Get your papers out of here.
There's an ongoing thing where Kanye won't wear headphones. So when he calls his Zionist friend, Laura Luber, like Alex Jones keeps trying to bring her back. We'll have her call in on Skype. And then like come back from break. It's like, well, I guess Kanye's going to hold his phone up to we try to get him earbuds. He doesn't want to wear earbuds. That's fine. That's okay. And you can tell how pissed he is.
Yeah, but he has to go along with it.
Don't have them there as a prop. I can literally go, look, I agree with you. Look at this. They say white people help us kill black people for your white guilt. It actually says that. Now, I'm agreeing with you.
Is it a problem with props? We can't. This is the voice of Netanyahu.
Well, see, you get your mop.
He still likes
You get your mop. I'm going to find the tweet here.
Get your mop.
Because I want to show you this. This is a big.
Go get your
guys,
mop.
I sent it to you this morning. It was in the tweets.
Right. He's got his papers cluttering up the desk.
Yeah. He's got his Yahoo and his fucking net. And he gets to have his Bible on the desk.
I want to be Kanye's assistant has to go out and get a net and you.
Go ahead and get your fucking shine box.
I have Netanyahu step out for a second, okay, Alex?
Oh, he's going to go?
I'm leaving for now until it's another meeting, and then I'm going to say something. All right.
You're not only an artist, you're a comedian. But Nick, that's what I'm getting at here is that.
What am I getting at?
Dude, you know he
That's what I'm getting at.
It was it doesn't matter. I mean, there's fluoride in the water
Here's
killing
a
us
moment
all.
where he calls Kanye crazy,
GMO.
and he's like,
What is the question? And I'm not yeah, stay there. Nick Voigt does the studio. This is uncensored, folks. We're going to come back after this break, and we're going to come back after the break and play a George Soros compilation of him on NPR. It's only a few minutes.
Don't forget about me.
Him on NPR. And him on 60 Minutes saying the best time of his life was.
They have to turn his mic down. They're like, shut the fuck up for a minute. Shut up.
Go to break.
Rounding up and killing Jews. Ye never killed any Jews. So I want to know, how do I get the ADL to love?
This is the point where he looks very, he looks like he's playing the straight man here in this odd couple buddy cop thing they have going on between Alex Jones and Kanye.
Do I round up Jews in Nazi Germany? Do I get love then? Schwarzenegger said he loved Hitler. They gave him an award. I'm just saying, I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I like Hitler.
It was actually probably the happiest year of my life.
Why would he do that? He just destroy. But he's also like, I think, and again, I came into this saying that I wasn't defending Kanye anymore. But now that I'm seeing it in context,
I told you.
But I'm going somewhere different here. I'm not really defending what he's saying, but I think it's clear. This is more and more evidence of my shock jockery theory, because he was just doing he's in a silly mood. He's doing the Netanyahu bits, and he is like a child who just discovered like cursing, and like when you curse, people laugh. And he thinks he's killing. He thinks he's doing these jokes. Like, he's like, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to say Nazis rule. I'm going to say I love Hitler. This is great.
People are going to love this.
Yeah, they're going to love this shit. They're going to be eating out of the palm of my hand. Yeah, comedy.
But I was just thinking about Satan, that whether it's the Zionists or Hitler.
He clearly wasn't listening to him. But also, I don't know what Alex Jones was rambling about either.
Right.
It's not the person. It's Satan using the people.
I agree with that.
Are controlled by demonic forces. But what I'm going to say is the Jewish media has made us feel like the Nazis and Hitler have never offered anything of value to the world.
Here we go.
Meanwhile, there's all of these things that are happening. Planned Parenthood is New World Order population eugenics that is happening to this date. I got some jokes here from Owen Benjamin that I want to read about Ben Shapiro.
First of all, everything he said before that just sounds like a bullet point of talking points, like just shoveled together.
He's
like
going through his notes.
Eugenicists, Zionist, conspiracy, population control. Anyways, Owen Benjamin jokes. Here we go, Ben Shapiro. Take this.
Hey, Candace Owens, unplug this robot before he runs his mouth. Ben Shapiro's cardio is picking up shackles. Shapiro can tell how much change is in your pocket just from hearing a jingle. Shapiro is just mad that Kyrie won't sign his basketball. Back to you, Alex.
Nick, you're sitting over there. You want to say something?
Yeah, well, I agree with Ye. I think that when you look
I think Ben Shapiro can guess how much money you have from hearing the jingles.
It's just like the oldest, like
Just an old Jew.
joke.
Yeah, just an old Jew joke.
I believe how many Polish people does it take to well up a dam or whatever?
Let me see. From Owen Benjamin, Ben Shapiro walks into a bar. He owns it.
Let me just go through my part 2 bits here. Back to you, Alex.
Yeah, back to you, Alex. I got nothing else.
The United States has Instagram selling pornography to little kids, and they're selling, people are selling, it's prostitution rings. Instagram.
So is your point, let he without sin cast the first stone? You're just...
Instagram is a prostitution ring.
Is your
I went 30 days off of Instagram, and it was the best part of the fast. Me getting kicked off of Instagram was the best thing that ever happened to me. Because when I go to it, it's like watching it with the They Live goggles, which is something that Owen Benjamin
showed me.
You guys got to pull this up.
Owen Benjamin had a movie night.
Owen Benjamin told me about John Carpenter, and it was the greatest thing about being kicked off Instagram.
Back to you, Alex.
Owen Benjamin and I watched Christine, and you would think a killer car movie would be dumb,
right?
But John Carpenter is amazing. We also watched Escape from New York. What a great film! This guy does not miss.
Hell is a hack, and he gets a lot of his jokes from Owen Benjamin. Dave Chappelle went on a Jewish platform and said, "They dropped that nigga." Dave Chappelle said they dropped that nigga talking about Ye, and he called me Kanye, and I'm supposed to be his friend. Dave Chappelle does not believe in God and does not believe in Jesus. These are the kind of black leaders that the Zionists put in front of us. And meanwhile, we want to knock Herschel Walker, but Herschel Walker changed his life for Christ. And he might have had abortions, but he doesn't believe in abortion.
Well, sure. What matters is I have too. What matters is the heart.
This is a running thing where people think Chappelle's ripping off Owen Benjamin.
I guess so.
They pulled up a YouTube thumbnail at least. I mean, I guess you could find anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
There is exactly zero chance that we get any kind of regime that's going to deliver the real change.
Nick, I got a question. If I say something that's provocative towards the Mossad, is that misogynistic? Hold on, let's hear from
Oh my God, dude.
Hey, Ye!
Oh
I'm the head of the
my
Mossad. I'm gonna kill you and take your children away from you.
Thanks a lot, Netan. Back to you, Alex.
Please turn your microphone around, sir. I mean, I'm definitely.
I swear I've had
to
tell you that before. I swear I've had to do that. Hey, talking to the mic. Come on.
I mean, geniuses all have a lot of problems dealing with, when you're on the spectrum, like geniuses like Hitler, Nick Fuentes on there. Sometimes you get lost in the sauce, if you will.
True.
Infowars.com, tomorrow's news today. Listen, all I'm trying to get through here is I believe every group should be able to be
switched his name to Netan. I dropped the Yahoo so we didn't have to. I was tired of picking up the Yahoo and the Netan.
Don't explain the joke.
For now, he's just Netan. I know some people call him BB.
We're going inside the bit now, ladies and gentlemen. He's bringing us inside the bit, inside the mind process.
No, some of you call him Yahoo, but we're gonna call him Netan. What you want, Netan?
Hey, Ye, right after this, I'm gonna say you're crazy. I'm gonna take your family away from you. We're not done with you yet. You cannot cause free thought. We have to control the history books. We have to control the banks, and we have to go and kill people.
Dude,
this is awesome.
The best part of this is the frustration of poor Alex Jones.
I know.
And I feel a kinship with him right now for some reason.
Dude,
I don't know why. I can't put my finger on it. But,
it keeps getting better, too. Wait till
I feel like I can empathize with where he's coming from here.
So we're in the pedophilia.
Back to you, Nick.
So, and
Even Nick
hopefully
Fuentes
you're going
like,
to take the
"Well, I
mask off because is this actually yay here? Folks, is this the mask is coming off in a little while? Hopefully, we're going to be able to have a discussion about this. But I mean, seriously, they open the gates up. So what do they expect? It's wrong, in my view, to say any group is inherently bad or has these traits or whatever. We should judge the individual.
Go crazy.
But it's wrong for the ADL to have what are very racial policies.
The ADL is played out. Nobody knows who the ADL are. Stop giving them attention. Nobody cares about the ADL. ADL, shut up.
Well, they run all the censorship and everything.
They don't run anything. They're played out. We run the streets.
Yeah.
Fuck the ADL.
Well, I'm singling out the ADL. So
We don't know who they are.
He's just defeated. Because I don't think Kanye understands he is undercutting everything he says. Every time he says something, Kanye's like, no, that's not it. That's not it. Your grandfather? Who? I don't really get that.
Your grandfather's
Anyways,
played out.
yeah. Anyways, ADL, what are you talking about?
Would you say that's misogyny? Back to you, Nick.
Back to you.
No one in high school knew what the word anti-Semitic was until Ye made it popular.
No, I hear you. It's definitely a tiger by the tail. Nick, you want to comment here?
Yeah, I just want to jump in and say that
I agree with
I don't think Ye or I are saying that any
how I was treated, and they're like, this is wrong. This guy just gave an opinion. I didn't cause any harm. I didn't harm anyone. All I said is, and I spelled it wrong because I was drinking alcohol, and we see the Bible says you can drink, but the king should not drink, right? And I shouldn't have been drinking. I shouldn't have said death con. That was a $2 billion tweet, basically. I know you know about getting sued.
I hear you. So let's expand. Yeah, that's also drinking. So let's expand on this.
I can
what you
relate.
say is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You didn't kill anybody. You're simply here saying this, and you're being demonized and attacked.
Shortly
and
after
you're
this,
saying
they start
that
kind of
is
getting back and forth at each
hypocritical.
other.
But that's what I'm trying to tell you. George Soros admits he went around rounding up Jews who thought they were going to be protected, stole their money, and sent them to Nazis. What my point is that that's what the left does. They hide behind black people, they hide behind Jews, they hide behind groups, and they use racial politics to control. And so I think that's the most important thing, is to understand that we can all come together under Christ.
Also, they blackmail. Okay, go ahead about the Christ thing. I want to hear this.
No, we can just, I'm just saying.
I heard Christ.
I mean,
Actually,
I don't
wait.
hate anybody because of their religion or their background. And there's great people from every organization. And I think
George Soros can come to Christ. It is a possibility that he can convert and come to Christ.
Would you meet with George Soros if you wanted to meet with him?
Calling people.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I would meet with anyone. That's the whole thing. Laura, we're live.
Come on,
What's
Jimmy.
up?
Oh, my
This
God.
is Laura Loomer.
I'm watching live. I saw you just said that you wanted me to call in, so I'm calling in.
Laura, we're going to call you right now. We're going to put you on air in 2 minutes.
Don't trash Milo. I like Milo.
I'll call in right now.
You didn't say yes.
Yeah, they're going to call her. They got her number.
Okay, cool. Bye.
This is crazy. Listen, all I'm trying...
Kanye's like the Twilight Zone kid that everyone's afraid of.
Yeah.
where you like
blow your head
nervously,
up.
like you don't want to fucking do anything that he wants, but like you're really afraid. I mean, in this case, they're just. I guess. Obviously, this is great exposure, no matter what.
Yeah, they don't want them to storm off.
Yeah, they don't want him to storm off. So you just have to be like on eggshells about everything and act like, oh, okay, all right, yeah. Can we do this, please?
We
All
do
right.
this professionally.
Yeah.
No.
trying to say is...
Milo's Jewish. I love Milo. Yeah.
There you go.
And you've got a little bit of the Hitler fetish going on.
It's not a fetish. It's not a fetish. That's a term like...
now it's
I just
Jones
love
fucking
information.
trashing them.
They have some documentaries. Apparently, Bezos.
I guess you gave Hitler. Huh? All right, cool. Hey, to each their own, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you love a guy, huh?
Yeah, I guess you're gay.
Would you kiss him?
Is allowed to put up any documentary, but if a
kiss
basketball
anybody.
player tweets it, he'll lose his entire career. I think that's
Well, that's where I want to go, because you've got millions, hundreds of millions of Chinese locked down right now.
I didn't even realize, but I bet Kyrie's like, stop fucking bringing me up.
Yeah.
Stop. I'm getting through my shit. Stop
Yeah.
bringing it up now.
I'm not on the whole Jew thing. It's what I'm saying. I don't care if people talk about it. I believe in free speech. I'm just really worried about the forced injections, world government, 5G, the open borders, the collapsing currencies, war with Russia. What do you think?
I don't have all of that information. I have the information that 2 days ago I thought I was going to be put in prison because my accounts are frozen.
No, I get it. You're in Hollywood, and the managers you see are. So I get it from your perspective. I get what you're saying.
I just want to get to when he does this "Killed by Clinton" song. I didn't see this one.
Oh yeah.
Everything at this point that you do proves my point. Watch this. If I say DEFCON 3 and then you cancel all of my deals, you proved exactly why I needed to go DEFCON.
No, I agree with what you just said. Let me stop you because Dave Chappelle.
Alex,
go ahead.
let me channel.
All right, go ahead.
Channel.
Dude, he that's so frustrating. And anytime I see him in an interview, he always does that. Like when someone, like they're not, I guess they're kind of interrupting him, but also he never shuts up. But he just does a no. Like he fucking geeks if someone talks for a second.
All right. If I and Dave Chappelle works for the Jews anyway. So if I say, now I forgot what I had to say. Let me meditate. Let me get into a place.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love you, brother. Jesus is king.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
If I say,
Fucking
if I go
asshole.
on this interview
I'm
and
the
I
show,
say,
not you.
I love Hitler, and then they go and 5150 me and try to lobotomize me like we saw Harley Pasternak do, or they put me in prison, it just proves what I'm saying. And it's going to spark the high schools. It's going to spark the grammar schools. It's going to spark the colleges that say enough is enough. It doesn't matter how on the spectrum you think I am. I have the right to speak out loud. That is our First Amendment. And it's a shame that you have to be considered to be on the spectrum to have enough courage to speak out loud. I do love my family, right? But I looked at every possible outcome. I've practiced Chinese water torture on myself. I would like skip along Malibu in front of my house and sing, when the Clintons come to kill me, how is it going to be? What are they going to do to kill me? Wait a second. Netin, what do you have to say about this?
Oh, no.
Netin, don't want to say Netin.
What I'm trying to get at here is,
Well, I like, he tells
That-
people to shut up when they talk, but then he doesn't really have an ending to any of it. He finally will just trail off, and then he'll just look at the person like, all right, go ahead
Now's
now.
your time to speak.
Now
you had
you
so
can
much
say.
to say
Yeah.
when I was trying to channel.
Now what, motherfucker?
Yeah. Yeah, you got
I don't think the father of the future revolution against tyranny is Hitler. Hitler said a coming man was coming. It would be the next Hitler that would destroy the New World Order and the whole system. He wanted his own New World Order. He thought it would come out of America. Do you know about Hitler and his coming man?
No, I don't know
Coming
about that.
man.
But
Get 'em.
what we have to.
Well, I just think you should not want to be Hitler's coming man.
I didn't say I was. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. Seems like
You just do it as a way to like troll.
no, he seems like a cool guy. You know, it's like he it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
He invented
So
the
you're in love
microphone.
with the look of it.
and he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
Guys, get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah,
Ronald
like,
Reagan
he's
said
like,
that
I
too.
don't want to hear this.
Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think
I think Obama killed Palestinians.
No, I hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is. I think you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
Americans are tired of hearing that we're Hitler and that we did bad things when we defeated Hitler. And that's my biggest beef
Let's
is.
not say his name anymore. Only say Christ's name moving forward.
I agree.
Like
I'm tired of hearing.
Let's talk about how Christ killed the Jews. Instead of saying Hitler, let's just say Christ.
Yeah.
I'm a Nazi. I'm really, because I'm not. But I think by them falsely accusing people, some people are going to become Nazis.
I am. Now what? I am.
You're
now
what?
Now I'm a Nazi, Ari Emanuel. Isn't that what it said? Because this is the thing.
So you're doubling down.
Look, Alex, I love you. Do not cut this rant off.
I'm not. You're live.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
What are you talking about?
we're in America. We get our history stolen from us, and we're all made to slaves.
We only scratched the surface, but I mean, that is a part one.
So
I mean, I
good.
don't know how much more we can go on here, but I mean, I'm sorry. I know there are people that hate Kanye or, you know, they hate Alex Jones, but how do we not at least take a peek
Yes.
How do we not take a peek at Alex Jones and Kanye? Kanye discovered shock jockery. You know, no one will convince me otherwise. He thinks he's doing bits. He thinks that, he thinks he's an edgy shock jock. And he is. I mean, who am I to say he isn't?
Yes. I like Kanye.
Except the king of shock jocks. That's me.
It's Jim and